Good morning, student. Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss a topic that is magnetic field on the axis of circular current carrying loop. Okay. Let us see here. Suppose this one a circular current carrying loop, and due to this circular current carrying loop, on the axis of this circular current carrying loop, we have to find out the magnetic field. Okay. Suppose let us see here. Suppose this one a circular current carrying loop. Okay. Suppose this one a circular current carrying loop, and inside the circular current carrying loop there is a current which is flowing, and due to this flowing current we have to find out the magnetic field at the axis of this circular current carrying loop. Suppose this one the axis of this wire, at a point P we have to find out the magnetic field. So we use here at a distance x, we have to find out at a distance x. So we use here the Biot-Savart law. What is Biot-Savart law? Let us see here. Suppose this one a wire having current I, then we cut an elemental current dl, and due to this dl elemental current we have to find out at a point P at a distance r that makes an angle theta, there is a magnetic field dB. This dB equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl cross r. Okay, I dl cross r upon r cube. If you solve this equation, you get mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. Here the direction of dB is, that is the direction of cross product, that is dB perpendicular to dl, as well as this dB also perpendicular to that r. Okay, because this one the cross product, and the direction of cross product is always perpendicular to the one another, means here the direction of dB is perpendicular to dl, as well as the direction of dB is perpendicular to r. Okay, this concept we will use here to find the direction of magnetic field here. Suppose we use the Biot-Savart law and cut an element having a length dl, okay, having a length dl, and due to this elemental current we find the magnitude of magnetic field at a point P, at a distance how much? At a distance r. Okay, this distance, that is the radius of this loop is, we suppose, capital R. As in the same way we take an element and we find the direction of, we find the magnitude of magnetic field due to this dl at a point P. Okay. Okay. This makes an angle theta. Okay. This makes an angle theta. We assume this makes an angle theta. So where is the direction of dl? Here the current is like that. So the direction of dl is outward. The direction of dl is outward because the current is outward. Here the direction of dl is inward, perpendicular to the board, inward, because the current is going inside, like that. Okay. Suppose this one the direction of dl, which is outward. Okay, and we see that the direction of dl, that is outward, and here the r, the angle between dl and r is 90 degree. We see here the direction of dl is outward, and this one r, the angle between dl and r is 90 degree, here 90 degree. Here the direction of we see that theta is the angle between dl and r, theta is the angle between dl and r. So the direction of dl is outward and r is here, so the theta becomes 90 degree. Okay, so we can write here the theta, that is equal to 90 degree here. Due to this dl we find the magnitude of dB here, that dB becomes mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin 90, here sin 90, that is upon r square, r is the distributed dl and r, sin 90 becomes 1, so here dB becomes mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. This one the magnitude of dB here. Where is the direction of the dB? We see that the dB is perpendicular to r, the dB should be perpendicular to r. So this one r, then we take the db in that direction. This one the direction of db. We see here the db is perpendicular to r, as well as this db is also perpendicular to this dl, that is outward. In such a way the db should be the, suppose this one dl, then db also perpendicular to this dl as well as this r. So we see that the db is like that, or we see that the db is on upward, so that the perpendicular to dl as well as the r. Okay, so here the db is like that, and in the same way the dl, due to this dl there is a db which is also perpendicular to this r. Okay, this one db. Okay, so we consider here a horizontal line. We consider here a vertical line. This we consider a y-axis, that is a vertical line, and we see that this angle becomes 90 minus 2 theta, because this one perpendicular to this one, so theta plus theta 2 theta, and this one 90 degree means 90 minus 2 theta. So this becomes theta, because this one horizontal line, this one vertical line, perpendicular to each other, theta plus theta 2 theta, and 2 theta minus 2 theta becomes 90, because this one 90. Okay, so the component of this db in vertical direction becomes db cos theta, and the component of db horizontal becomes db sin theta. Okay, and here in the same way this one also theta, the component of this db cos theta. Okay, and the component of this db here, that is db sin theta. Okay, db sin theta. Okay, db sin theta. This db cos theta will be cancelled out by db cos theta, because this one vertical or opposite to each other, so it will be cancelled out, and the remaining portion only db sin theta. Okay, for the whole element the db cos theta, that is the vertical component, will be cancelled out, vanish out, and only the db sin theta, that is horizontal component, will be remaining. So for b net we integrate that db sin theta for whole ring or complete ring, for complete ring db sin theta, we integrate db sin theta for complete ring. Okay, only one times we will take, we will not add db sin theta plus db sin theta. If you add db sin theta, then we will integrate for only half ring, so we take only db sin theta and integrate for complete ring. Okay, so this one db sin theta, we have already find out the magnitude of db, that is equal to b net becomes db, that is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square and sin theta. Okay, this one the value of db, that is here, and sin theta, this one for complete ring. Okay, complete ring, mu naught upon 4 pi will come out, mu naught upon 4 pi will come out, I is constant come out, r square constant come out, r square for whole dl the r is tangent this one, so it will be come out, this one hypotenuse, so it will be come out. For whole dl the r is constant, suppose this one ring, so dl all is constant, so it will come out. This one r, this one ring means r, all r is the constant, so it will come out, and only that is dl and sin theta. Okay, the value of sin theta, that is equal to, we can write here the value of sin theta. Sin theta means this one theta, sin theta p upon h, r upon r, means capital R upon small r. Okay, this one sin theta means capital R p upon h. So r is the radius of ring, so it is also constant, so it will also come out. So here we can write mu naught. Okay, we will write here B net equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I upon r square, and due to sin theta r upon r, okay, it come out, and dl will be the remaining. Okay, so from here the mu naught I r upon this one 4 pi and r cube, this one r cube. If we integrate this dl, then we will get the circumference of the complete rings, that is 2 pi and capital R, because the radius is capital R. We see that mu naught upon 4 pi I r 2 pi r I r square. Okay, here 2 pi will be cancelled out, okay, by 2 times. Okay, the 2 pi will be cancelled out, the 2 pi will be cancelled out by 2 times. So here mu naught upon mu naught I r square divided by 2 r cube. Okay, 2 r cube only, and we know that here the r is nothing but it is the hypotenuse. So capital R square plus this one x square, capital R square plus x square. So we write here in place of mu naught I r square divided by 2 into, that is in place of r we use r square plus x square 1 upon 2 and this one cube. So we write here 3, and here we see mu naught upon mu naught I r square divided by 2 r square plus x square 3 upon 2. Okay, so we see that this one the magnitude of B net, this one the magnitude of B net, that is equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 capital R square plus x square 3 upon 2. This one the B net, that is here in this direction. Okay, if this one the ring and this one the axis, so the direction of B net, that is in this direction. Okay, if this one the x, so the direction of, if the current is like that, so the direction of B net in this direction. Okay, and the magnitude is in this one. Okay, okay, this one the magnitude of B net. If you find out if the x is equal to 0, means if the x is equal to 0 means this point goes to the center. If the x is equal to 0 means this P point goes to the center. So if you put here x equal to 0, if x equal to 0, then B net becomes how much? The B net becomes, we put here mu naught I r square divided by, if x equal to 0 means 2 here and this one r square and 3 upon 2, this 2 will be cancelled out and becomes mu naught I r square and 2 r cube. R square also be cancelled out and gives a value mu naught I 2r. We know that this one the magnitude of magnetic field at the center of the circuit, magnitude of magnetic field at the center of circle. Okay, of circle, this one the magnitude of magnetic field at the center of the circle, and we know that this one also the center of the circle. If the x becomes 0 means center, this P point goes to the center of the circle. So this one we already know about it. Okay, so if one asking to you draw the graph of the magnetic field due to this ring, then we draw the graph. Let us see. Suppose this one the magnetic field and this one the x axis. Suppose this one minus x and this one plus x. So we know that at the this one a magnetic field at a x distance. Okay, magnetic field, this one at a point P, there is a magnetic field that is in this way. Okay, this magnetic field, this one the magnetic field at a point P, this one a magnetic field at a point P, that is equal to how much? Mu naught I r square 2 r square plus x square 3 upon 2. And as you increase the x axis, means as you increase the value of x, as we increase the value of x, as you increase the value of x, if you go away from the center, if you go away from the center, means if you are increasing the value of x, means the magnitude of magnetic field will be decreasing. If you increase the denominator of this, the V net will be decreasing. So this one the graph, this one the graph of magnetic field at the due to the circular current carrying loop at a point P on the axis of the loop. Okay, I think you are able to follow me. Thank you very much.